Yes, we are rocking it like we know what we're doing.
Friend, let's be serious.
Okay.
She calls me out. This girl just knows how to put me in my place, and I listen.
Welcome to our first episode of the In-Betweens. Hi, friend. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. You look stunning.
Oh, you also look stunning,
Thank
girl.
you
That
so
dress
much.
gives me life.
Thank you so
I'm
much, my
telling
friend.
you look amazing. How have you been? Are you good?
The
Are you
excitement,
excited?
the excitement is out of size. But rough morning.
Yes,
We had
it's
a rough
been.
morning.
It's been.
Yeah, we had a rough
But we are
morning.
good. We are alive,
But
right?
we are here.
Yes,
We are
yes.
here.
Friend, I think we also just need to take time to acknowledge everyone who's been supporting us.
You guys are the best.
You guys are the best.
Support we've received over the past couple of days has been so overwhelming, my
I know,
friend.
right?
I caught myself crying yesterday.
I also felt the same. I felt a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I
Sure.
felt the love. I mean, this is the first time that we're doing this.
Right.
Normally, we just sit, talk while you do my hair,
Right.
while I do your nails. Now we like expanding.
This is us.
Chatting, always laughing, always being a bit naughty here and there. But ultimately, we are just women who are trying to navigate life and
Yes,
also just do
navigating
this
the in-betweens.
process thing that everyone keeps telling us about.
My friend, we talked about the reason why we started this podcast.
Yes.
We were just chatting about it this morning in the car.
Let me just tell everyone that we do appreciate them.
Yes.
And we also just...
Every single one of you.
Yes. The fact that you're going to be sitting with us for the next 30 minutes to an hour, for us, it warms our hearts. But to the meat of why we're here,
Hello.
right? The reasons why we started this podcast,
Yeah.
it's because we realize that there's so many of us that are living in the in-betweens, between surviving and healing, between who we are and who we are becoming,
Yeah.
between faith and fear, between unfinished dreams and silent hopes.
That is so beautiful, friend.
Yeah.
In between us and friends, we are not here as experts, but we are here as women who are still figuring it out,
Yeah.
out loud.
Whatever that we say, just take it with a pinch of salt. We're also trying to figure this thing called life. So with the formalities out of the way, my name is Tsholo and I'm with my host, Keletso.
Hi there, hi.
And please indulge us. Sit with us as we talk about this in-betweens of life
Yes.
that we are here for.
We are going to be telling you a little bit about ourselves and sharing our story, and hopefully you also get to find your story in our story, because I believe we are all just navigating our in-betweens. I come from a very small, dusty township called Kuma in the Northwest Province. I am third born of 5, and don't come at me. I know what you guys say about middle children. I like to say that I survived my childhood. I believe that some of you might even relate to this. I grew up in a very chaotic environment in the sense that there was violence, there was fights. One of the moments I remember was when I witnessed someone's eyeball literally bulge out of the eye socket.
No.
So coming from that background, obviously nobody expected anything from you. It was
Yes.
easier to just give up, and we had reasons. Growing up in that environment or that home whereby there was so much chaos, I soon learned that the quickest way out of that mess was to study and to be a people pleaser, to just be good, not look at a boy twice, ace my stuff, get my bursaries and everything. And I did just that, my friend. And God is so kind in the sense that He was with me even when I was dreaming. I was in between the whole chaos and my dreams on the other side. I get to university, and in my mind I'm thinking, this is my big break. I've changed my whole narrative. To my surprise, that's when the untreated trauma and mental health starts to catch up with me, and I experience a complete breakdown. I embraced it so much because I thought I started with nothing. Therefore, I have nothing to lose. So I had to go back home, and I gave up. I decided I'm going to have a child, work at Pep store as a shop assistant. I thought, oh, this is amazing. And this is for someone who aced maths with 95%. I was embracing it so well to say, this is my default setting.
So
right?
would you have said maybe you have a bit given up a little bit?
I had, my friend. It was easier.
Yeah.
It was easier to give up at the time. So now I then had my child and things don't work out. And now this was like shaking my foundations again to say, oh my word, I had this plan figured out. I was going to be a mom. I was going to be with the father of my child. We were going to raise him. I was going to work at Pep. He was going to hustle. We good. And that's when I decided that I was going to go back and pick up my studies and see what I can make of myself. And I finished. God is so kind. I feel like even in the messy parts of our story, I don't know what your story looks like. And one thing I also remembered, friend, is that in as much as, yes, I talked about the extreme trauma that I went through as a child, I realized that when we talked, we all have some kind of trauma that we had to go through.
We do.
I know you were sharing with me about your late father and everything that you had to go through growing up. And I realized we all just carrying so much trauma. And I believe that even you, our in-betweeners, I know there's something we're all dealing with, and every story is valid. We are here for stories like that. Feel free to even type it on the chats and tell us how you navigated that season. Now that we are on about in-betweens, all my life I was always navigating between seasons of complete breakdown and seasons of being functional again, seasons of giving up, seasons of just battling with the effects of growing up in such a traumatic environment. Now I joined the industry and COVID happened. Did I not hit another rock bottom, my friend?
I know.
You were now part of my life. That is shortly after you and I had just met. I literally remember in 2021, I was planning my own funeral.
Oh my gosh.
I had even started paying people to say, you bathe my son, you feed him, my son is better off without me. Literally, I was weaning myself off of my responsibilities to say my days are numbered because of how sick I was. I was completely depressed and I was paralyzed. I was in bed. Even my son the other day, he would draw. He was drawing people. He draws my sister cooking because my sister is a great cook. He drew somebody else and then he draws me in bed.
That is scary.
I was lifeless. It made more sense for me to not exist. It was just a burden to everyone. I was in between two choices.
Right.
It's either I had to trust God or die.
Gosh.
I chose to trust God.
Yeah.
Girl, did he not move and change everything about me?
You were able to pick yourself up.
Friend.
There's a lot of people out there that go through a rock bottom, a dark place, but they're unable to pick themselves. I do respect your journey. But my skin is even crawling from listening. But you know, the thing is, I've heard this story so many times.
Yes, friend.
But like,
I found so much healing through our conversations. And I believe this is the main reason why we thought, you know what, let's all heal. Let's rope everyone in and heal together. So this is to say, I know, friend, what it feels like to survive, to rebuild, to live in the middle between pain and purpose.
Much love. Listen here, I am just saluting you because I look at you every day trying to do this life thing, and all I see is just strength, empowerment, and I'm looking at this woman who is just taking it one day at a time despite everything that she's been.
Thank you so much, and it really makes such a difference to have a sister like you.
You annoy me sometimes. But that's a topic.
There is not a person who calls me out as often as this girl. She calls me out. This girl just knows how to put me in my place, and I listen.
Oh my goodness, a very humbling story. But that's a very humbling story. And now you are Miss Independent.
Hello, girl. Talk to me.
Now you like, okay, I own my own house. I do this. I take my kid to school. I mean, hello. You even have your own couch now.
It's a second-hand though.
Second-hand is part of the in-betweeners, right? You are good, right? You are working on everything now.
However, I still find myself slipping into those habits, and I was telling you about it the other day, and I remember you were saying, are you sure you are not giving this mental health thing life?
From the outside, I think you're okay, and there was a time where you even hinted like a mental, and I'm thinking, girl, let's not label it life, because we're gonna give it life, and
because we're a woman of faith. My friend is such a woman of faith. She doesn't entertain a lot of stuff. Like, she will say, you know what, let's focus on the positive. Like, you're one optimistic person I know. Friend. This is one thing I loved about you when we met in 2021.
Yes,
I remember I was working on a project with your team at the time, and our boat was sinking.
It was going down.
It was going down, and we're in it. We were just holding on to anything.
Sure.
And somehow, I fell in love with your spirit. Because, my friend, despite what was happening at the time, you celebrated life. You had this childlike joy about you that whenever there was a chance to have fun, you were there.
You know what I think it is? During COVID, as much as you saw the bubbly side, I was dying inside. I feed off a lot of people's energy. I like being around people, talking, engaging. COVID did not afford us that opportunity. First of all, everyone was afraid of each other. There was this distancing, this social distancing. I thought you know what? Every day, my life was just going down. Every time when we did a video call, you put a little bit of life in me.
I feel like at the time there was so much negativity around you, but you just took it so gracefully. And I thought, this girl, I'm keeping her.
Yeah. And here we are. I mean, how long has it been now?
4 or 5 years later.
Yes, we are rocking it like we know what we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to talk about me then.
Friend, let's be serious.
Okay. Okay.
On that note, let's behave.
All right.
My friend, are you going to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay.
Y'all are waiting for this moment.
All right. So here's a little bit about myself. I grew up in a very small village in Mafikeng called Mahohwe.
Same province, by the way.
Yes. So we are both from the northwest.
Say that again? Okay, first of all, what language is that?
It's Tswana. So I am through and through a Tswana Han. That's in Mafikeng, right? It's a village, right? And I had a very okayish upbringing.
Yes.
Not... the balance was quite amazing, I think. Also, my father, let me take it back now.
Yes,
so my dad, my biological father passed away when I was 11 months.
Sure. Friend.
So he passed away just after they got married with my mom. So my mom was a very like a young widow, right? And then she had me. When I was 11 months, my dad passed away. And my mom is a very strong person, I'm telling you, right? She raised us as best as she could.
And she did a great job at that.
Oh, girl, look at me. She did a brilliant job. My mom is the woman that always instilled being independent. So have your things, go to school, have your money, do this, just be independent. Do not be dependent on any other person except for yourself, right? So that when life takes you left or south, because this life thing, it's yours, right? To live.
Yes.
So it can throw you either way, but at least when you have your own things, you can sort of mourn the other stuff, but you know that this one is mine.
Yes.
Especially education. No one can
this is for someone.
No one can take that away from you for real, right? Cars, people can buy you cars and take them. But education, no one can really do that. So that's like the school of thought that I grew up with in Mafikeng. Very, very, very like dry village. But the only thing that we had, I think it was dreams.
Hello, girl.
So I would look on the TV and see these girls in Joburg driving BMWs, and I'm like, one day I'm going to be that girl. I'm going to be out of this place. So I did my high school. Then I did all my schooling I did in University of Northwest, right? So I did my high school in Botswana. Then I went and then I did my degree. I did a BCom account. And then my third year, I went and I did a learnership, right? It was an internal audit learnership.
Yes.
6 months after graduating, I did my learnership in Northwest. July, I came to Joburg to do another learnership where they placed me in an auditing firm. And then that's how I sort of transitioned into the woman that I am today, with all the in-betweens, the progress, the wanting, the dreaming, the yearning for a better life. But currently, I'm a mother of 3 boys. Beautiful boys. Been married for 13 years. And so that's basically me. Oh, and my interest, people, I love horse riding. Love horse riding. I saw that
picture you shared with me, friend.
I love singing. I sing in the shower. I sing in the bathroom. I sing in the kitchen. I sing everywhere where there's an opportunity.
I won't share your singing secrets as yet.
No.
It might come a bit later. Be well.
In between us, you will know. They will know. They will know, right? Because I'm going to be famous. I'm joking. Anyway, so I love singing. I love dancing. Every Friday at my house, we do TikTok videos. I love meeting with my friends. I love engaging with my friends. I'm a very strict parent. I'm also instilling all of that in my kids. Otherwise, I'm a very, very fun person. And I don't judge, okay? I don't do judging because we are also not perfect. I'm not a perfect human being. So if someone comes with a story, we just,
That's beautiful, friend. Ooh, that's so beautiful.
Basically, that's just me, a lover of life. And I just love laughing and going out with my girls and kicking it with my girls.
Hello. Yeah, a girl's girl. Like a true girl's girl. Through and through and through.
Yes. So balancing it with family.
Right? I forgot to share. Now that you mentioned that you're married for 13 years, I want to also take this moment to share.
Please don't share anything about my private life.
No, this is me. This is me. I'm about to expose myself.
Yeah.
So I am in Team Rodisan Tandekiso. Team Rodisan. I think some of you might have an idea. You might have an idea.
Yeah.
This one is tough to share, hey?
Yeah.
I was trying to hide it, but then when you mentioned the marital status,
yeah,
I thought it's only fair that we balance this thing. We both
Okay.
share what's happening.
All right.
I decided to wait and join Team Tandekiso Rodisan.
Okay.
So I dropped everything and I was like, Jesus, I choose you. I believe this is when I started to practice the weight and learn what it is about. I followed people like Rorisang and I read books like The Weight by Megan Good and Devon Franklin. And it has really changed a lot about my life. So currently I am single and I'm raising my son. Singly Kaliso. I have such a beautiful community.
Yeah.
My sisters, my family, my mom, my friends. I'll sit for hours and we will talk.
Yes.
And talk.
Yeah.
And talk.
Everything, right?
Everything.
Finances.
I love it.
We talk about everything.
Everything. So I guess my passion is talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
So for me to create those moments, I'll say, hey, come, let me do your hair, girl.
Yeah.
Then I know we are going to sip tea and talk.
And spill the real tea.
Hello, girl. Hello, girl. Don't worry, we're going to rope you in. Don't worry, we still have time.
Yeah.
I love to play with my son. I feel like my childhood was stolen from me because of the environment I grew up in. Whenever I get a chance to tag along with either we playing soccer or we are on the trampoline. Oh, by the way, I was recently chased out of the trampoline the other day because they had only 2. And obviously the kids are trying to jump in and here I was.
Yeah,
and
trying to relive your childhood.
The other kids were like, who's this? Who's this? And then eventually one brave little girl was like, hey, are you a grown-up? I'm like... And she's like, are you 13 years old? I thought you were 16. What about bills? So I left.
What about bills? A child said, what about bills?
They said, what about, aren't you supposed to be earning money? And
Oh
you're
my
here.
God. She humbled you, right?
Cause you're a sky full of stars.